Hi everyone, welcome to the week 4 lab. As you see, I've put some of the questions into my code here. For multi-line, I just did this, so don't worry about that. So the first question: create a dictionary variable called my dictionary as following, which I took that out. Just delete that. But include at least 10 keys and print the dictionary. Okay. So how are we going to set up a dictionary? Let me do my. I'll just do my dictionary is equal to this, and then we're going to put in whatever data that you want to set up the dictionary. I've already done this on another screen, so I'll just copy and paste what I've made over here, and there we go. We have my dictionary. So let's kind of look through what I've done here. I'm going to print my dictionary, and it prints out just fine. Oh, that's interesting. That's nice. So we have name is our key, Bob is our first value, ID 123 is an integer, age 25, city Harrisonburg, and these are all my keys, and these are all my values associated with each of these keys. Super secret agent, super secret agency Inc. makes lots of money, and here is a list inside of our dictionary, which is the value for the key hobbies. Okay, you'll notice that each line is separated with a comma. Okay, and that the bracket is indented to be on the same line as this. Okay, you could put it over here if you wanted to. That doesn't really matter. Aesthetically, I think it looks better like this. Okay, so that is question 1. So you just pick whatever you want for keys. You don't have to do, please don't do the same thing that I did. Just make up whatever you want and go from there. All right, so now we want to print out all of the keys, all the values, and then all of the keys for the dictionary. So we're going to do print my dictionary dot start with values and print, and that gives me all of the dictionary values. Then we're going to print my dictionary dot keys, and we can run that, and now we have all of the keys. You can do this so that it looks a little nicer if you want. You can do something like print values. Again, if we put in string in the print, it'll print that, but then we separate with a comma what else we wanted to print, and we can do list of my dictionary dot values, and that gives us something that looks like this. Okay. Again, there are different ways of doing this. You can kind of pick whichever way you want. You can kind of introduce new fun things. And here we have the keys in a list with those things looking nice. Okay, these are fine. This gives what you want. This works too. Okay. All right, change the name of one key and print my dictionary. Note that you changed it in what you changed it to in a comment. Okay, so here we want to change the name of a key, which is not something that we discussed in any of the labs or any of the work things. This one's a little tricky. The way this one is going to work is you want to set up first what your new key is. Okay, so let's say instead of phone, which is my key up here, right, it says phone. Instead of phone, I want to call it contact number. Okay, that's my new key name, and I set that equal to the old thing that I want to replace. Okay, so not something we talked about, something you may have to, those of you that are struggling, Google, figure it out. Again, this is all about problem solving. Actually, let's just print the keys, make my life easier, and we can see that, oh, it has not changed. What has happened? What did I do? Anyone notice what I did? So what I've done is just duplicated it. Okay? So what I've done is said my phone is equal to my contact. This is creating a new one, but this is basically giving the, here, you can see probably a little bit better if I do this, giving the same value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it's giving the same value. Okay, what is something that I talked about in the online, the virtual lecture, that we can use to actually adjust this? So what I've done here is said create my new contact and set the value equal to the old contact. Okay, what I'm actually interested in doing, instead of doing it like this, is I'm interested in taking it out. Okay, one of the things we talked about, or I talked about in the video lecture, pop is a tool that allows us to remove things. Okay, and so by using pop, what's going to happen is that it's going to replace, there it is, it's going to replace, so now we don't see, here, anytime you run things and have to run them all, just run them all over. Okay, so now we can see phone here. By using pop, it takes it out. Okay, and what it does is it takes out this key, switches it with this key, and gives it the same value. Okay, and then, but you notice it's kind of reordered. It doesn't matter what order these things are in. Putting it at the end is fine. But pop is what you're going to use to, if you need to replace a key. Okay, a little confusing, but again, set my dictionary with a key, pick your dictionary name, identify, use pop as a method, and then identify what variable you want to swap out. Okay. Delete one key in my dictionary. Again, this one's a little bit tougher. Okay, I threw a little curveballs at you. One thing I think I mentioned in the video lecture is just delete the dictionary, and we want to remove which one? Let's say salary is not useful for our purposes. Let's delete salary, and then we'll just print out this, and so salary is no longer in here. So make sure that you're making annotations. Annotations are important. I'm going to start taking group points off without annotation. So my dictionary pop, removed phone key with contact number, and gave the latter the former's the phone number, something like that. Okay. Here, same thing. This one's more important. This one says for this one, used delete keyword to remove salary. Okay, so those 1 through 4 done. Let's look at 5. Create a dictionary variable my tweet as following. My tweet is equal to these, and then print it out. Okay, so all you really had to do was copy that in and then print my tweet, and we have our data here. Let's look at what we have. We have an integer, cool. We have a tuple, cool, and we have a list. Okay, so we have in the dictionary we have integer, tuple, and list. Okay, so print out the number of visited countries. What is something that gives us the number of something in a variable? That is length. Okay, so we're going to say number of countries visited, and then we're going to put the length of my tweet, and then we're going to put in visited countries. Okay, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we're giving the length of my tweet, it's going to give me the length of the value of the key that we provide. Okay, so I could change this, and I could say, instead of visited countries, I can say coordinates, and that gives me 2. Okay, so we'll stick with visited countries. We want to add CH into the visited countries and print my tweet. How do we add things to list? Right? It's pretty straightforward. Same thing that because this is a list, right? A list. Brackets, or rather brackets is a list. So we're going to say my tweet. We're going to pick where we want to put it. Okay, we're interested in visited countries, and we want to append to that value, to that list, CH. And then let's print out, for sake of simplicity, let's print this out. And now we have CH in our list. Check if the US is in visited countries. Okay, checking if the US is in visited countries. How do we do that? We're going to say print let's make it nice. Is US in country list? And then we're going to say let's make it easy. Oh, shoot. US in my tweet. And where are we looking for that? We're looking for it in visited countries. False. Okay. If I put US into the list, or if I change this to say to CH, well, let's just make it easy on us. Is CH in the country list? True. Okay. So we're using this in keyword here. So we're seeing, is this value in my dictionary in this key, or as a value of this associated with this key? Okay. Can you change the coordinates to 8145? Can we do that? What do you think? What do we think? Can we change 8145? Okay, so can we change each of these numbers in a tuple? Well, yes and no, right? We cannot change like we did for this one. Like, let's say we wanted to just add in the numbers negative 81. Can we do that? Or negative 81. Can we do that? Oh, not visited countries. Sorry. There we go. Coordinates. No, we can't. Why? It's a tuple, right? Doesn't matter that it's a dictionary, but it's the value inside the dictionary that we care about. So we have to treat the values inside the dictionary as what they are. This is a coordinate. This is a tuple. We have to treat it as a tuple. This is a list. Rules for lists apply here. Rules for tuples apply here. Okay? So we have to, instead of doing it with an append or adding or replacing or swapping those out, well, I guess we could swap it out by saying, another way to swap it out would be, say 1 is equal to negative 81. That won't work either because we cannot export assignments. Okay? So what are we going to do instead? Well, we can just swap the whole thing out, right? We could just swap the whole thing out. We could say is equal to negative 81, oops, negative 81, comma 45. Okay, and then we can print out, let's go back up here and get, where's my, we'll do this one. coordinates. And now we've changed it out. Okay, so yes, we can change out the values in coordinates, but we have to swap out the entire tuple instead of just a single value. Okay? And that's it. So we have some difficult things on here, a little tricky things, through a little bit more, things that are going to require you to problem solve. But it's pretty straightforward. Okay? All right. Hope everyone has a great snow day, and we will see you all on Monday.